Are you looking to buy or sell a house in the Waterleigh community of Winter Garden, Florida? If you are, this video is for you. I'm going to be taking a look at the market data from August 2025 and also giving you my thoughts on the overall market if you're a buyer or a seller. So let's start with Waterleigh single family. Before we do, I need to introduce myself. If you don't know me already, my name is Amy Brown. I'm a realtor here in the Orlando area. So if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Orlando area, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to assist you. Now let's dive right in. 9 homes sold in Waterleigh in August went to closing. 7 out of those 9 were new construction. 2 out of those 9 were existing homes. Last month, 9 existing homes went to closing. So month over month, that's a 78% decrease. Now, yes, the market does soften in August. People go on vacation, but that not soften is not 78% decrease. So I was really not happy to see that number. That was a bit of a surprise. The 2 homes that sold were both in phase 1 of Waterleigh, and they were priced very aggressively. Whoever bought these 2 homes got a really good price. The median sales price is $672,000, but with only 2 data points, that's not overly helpful. It took 94 days to get a contract. Again, 2 data points, so not super helpful, but I just want you to get a sense that these homes were sat on the market for a bit. They were priced probably a little bit on the high side, and then they had steep reductions. There are 11 pending homes right now, single family in Waterleigh. 5 out of those 11 are new construction, and 6 are existing. And 2 out of those 6 existing homes had one or more price reductions before obtaining a contract. Right now, there are 53 homes for sale in Waterleigh. 12 are new construction, 41 are existing homes. And as far as what's active on the market, we have homes that are 5 days on the market, all the way up to 325 days on the market. Wow, that's just too long. That's too long. I don't want to give my opinion on a video as to why that is. If you want to call me, I'd be happy to chat. As far as the active average days on market, we're looking at 98 days average if right now for the existing homes that are for sale in Waterleigh. Now let's take a look at the graphs and see if we can identify any trends, and I hope you appreciate the graphs if you're a visual learner like I am. We're starting out with the Waterleigh existing median single family sale price, and again I have a little asterisk on this graph because again there's 2 data points. The graph, as you can see, there's some ups and there's downs. Right now the prices are remaining steady, which is good news, but with all this inventory on the market, we will see what happens when we get to the fall and holiday season with the pricing. Next up, Waterleigh existing home sales. You see on the graph the 2, and if you look back for the rest of the year, that 2 is quite shocking, and I'm hoping that next month things pick up and return somewhat to their normal. You can see a lot of 9s and 10s and 7s, but 2 is just concerning. The Waterleigh existing single home inventory, we were at 41. You can see the last 3 months, June, July, August, really hovering around 42, which is much higher than we've seen Last year, for example, we were seeing in October 27 homes on the market. November had 26, December 24. So the inventory is up. Waterleigh existing single home median days to get a contract. I put a little asterisk by August because we only have 2 data points. 94 days was the median, the average. And you can see comparing to June and July and May we had 10 was the median days to get a contract. So August had some unsettling numbers overall. If you'd like to get more specific information about buying or selling in Waterleigh, please don't hesitate to reach out. Given all of this data about what's happening in the market, this is what I'm seeing for buyers that are buying in Central Florida. The market continues to shift every single month more toward it being a strong buyer's market. So things are changing rapidly. So if you're a buyer in Central Florida, I've got a lot of great news for you. This is some of the highest inventories that we've seen in this area in about 5 years. So you're not competing in bidding wars anymore. You can shop around, compare, and cherry pick the very best deals. And that's quite different than what happened in this area just a few years ago. So right now, when you're out shopping for houses, you can expect to receive some seller concessions. Now, this is not on every house because there's the HGTV dream house out there that's going to get multiple offers on day one. And yes, that is still happening. Those houses, you're not getting any seller concessions. Having said that, for the majority of houses, you can expect to ask for things like seller closing cost credits, rate buy downs, or repair credits after an inspection, which did not happen just a few short months ago. So the sellers out there know, or they should know, that the leverage has shifted in this market. Interest rates are lower right now than their highs in the spring, and we have another cut expected in September. We'll see if that actually happens. So you combine the lower rates with the seasonal softening that happens here in November, December, and you could land some serious discounts. Once we get into the holidays in the late fall, this should be and could be another great buying season for buyers that have been on the sidelines, because you have a lot of sellers out there. Once November, December, the holidays hit, they're realizing we're not getting any showings, we're not getting any offers, everyone's off on vacation, you have Thanksgiving, you have Christmas. So that's when a lot of sellers say, let's go, let's drop our price and get this house sold by the end of the year. That's just what our real estate market does here with the seasonal softening. It does take a dip in November and December for the holiday season, with a little caveat. With new construction, builders want the end of year numbers to look fantastic. So they are very aggressive to get homes at closing, to the closing table before the end of the year. So they'll offer a lot of really fabulous incentives to make that happen. So if you are a buyer and you have been on the sidelines, I'm letting you know to get ready to go. And you will need to weigh whether you want to focus on resale homes, existing homes, versus new construction, because the builders have built spec homes. They're also called quick move-in homes, move-in ready homes, and they are discounting those heavily versus if you build from dirt. So at the same time, you're having sellers that are just fatigued. They're tired of having their home on the market 60 plus days. So they are also offering incentives to buyers, but you're really going to need to run the numbers, resale versus new construction. For sellers in Central Florida, it's really coming down to strategic pricing and also preparing your home for the market. It's coming down to getting eyeballs on your property. It's coming down to getting showings. So if you're a seller, you want to forget the pandemic peak pricing. Buyers know that the market has shifted. It's continuing to shift month after month. This is a different market than we were in just a few months ago. So it's rapidly changing. So homes that are priced at market or slightly under are getting showings, and the overpriced homes are just sitting. So you really need to have a strong marketing plan to get the house sold. You need amazing photos, you need videos. Strong social media campaigns are no longer optional. That's how your home is going to cut through the hundreds of other homes on the market and compete. Right now, the first 10 days on the market matter most. Homes that are priced right from day one are actually getting multiple showings. They're getting multiple offers. That is still happening in this market, but you have to be priced right and your house be prepared. The overpriced homes, they often will have steep price reductions later. There's a home not too far from me that started out a tad too high, not insanely too high, and then they just had such a steep price reduction, and then the home sold. So I'm seeing it right here in my backyard. Right now, sellers are directly competing with builders. So the builders are offering closing cost credits, they're offering buy downs, they're offering some free upgrades. So you, as a seller of an existing home, need to compete with that. So you need to think about what credits you're willing to offer. Are there any upgrades you need to make? What about your flooring? Do you have any carpet that's seen better days? You might need to go ahead and upgrade that, replace that. There's also rate buy downs you could offer. As a seller, you need a plan to grab the buyer's attention.